All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with our post-race availabilities from today's NASCAR Xfinity Series race. We're joined by our second and third place finishers, Kyle Larson and Ty Gibbs. Thank you both for joining us. And we will go ahead and open for questions. If you have a question for Kyle or Ty, go ahead and raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you, and we'll get started up front with Zach.
Zach Sterniello, NASCAR.com. Ty, racing, trying to keep pace with, on your right, Ty, trying to keep pace with SVG there in the closing stages. Was there anything you could have done to get by the two quicker, to give yourself a better shot?
Yeah, I definitely should have been more aggressive and probably got around him quicker. Starting on that top lane, into 12 on the restart zone, it's just really dirty up there. So you lose so much time. Then you get in the one behind, and so you're already behind. So I think our best bet was just to not have our gun blow up on the pit stop, and I feel like I had to use my stuff up a lot to get back through the field, and I just don't think that helped our tires. We were really loose, so I'd say yes, but it would have been close for sure at the end.
You had gotten by Jesse sooner. Do you think you had enough to hold off Shane?
Maybe. I just think that I think we were going to get by the two so fast anyways that I think it wasn't going to be, really a race at that point.
And lastly, Kyle, you were racing Shane a lot there that first stage, and he gives you the thumbs up after that too. It seemed like you guys were having a lot of fun out there. It was great for us to watch. What was it like out racing him?
Yeah, no, I was having a blast. I felt like, obviously I wanted to win today, but I wanted to learn more than anything, and I wanted to get to battle with him, because he's just really good at creating shapes and angles and passing, and that was an objective of mine, and I wanted to, the first opportunity I got, I wanted to get racing because I just didn't know if you'd ever have another opportunity to race with him. So my car seemed to be a little bit better than his for maybe a lap or two, which helped me, get by him, and then, able to protect and stuff, but he was so much better than me. He was just being patient and playing with me, I think. So, but it was good fun and probably made for great TV. And the whole race was really exciting, I thought.
All right, we'll go to Cole.
Cole Kusamana, Arizona Republic. Kyle, it sounded like that turn 5 was a bit of a challenge for you today. I'm curious if that was also a challenge for you in practice and qualifying in the Cup Series, and if you maybe learned something from Shane or some of the other guys that can help you for tomorrow.
No, my car actually off of 5 in Cup felt really good there, much smoother, and I could get to the throttle much better, and then through like turn 9 all the way to 11, I had much better kind of lateral grip in those areas, where my Xfinity car today felt a lot like my Cup car did last year. I struggled off of 5, just bouncing and couldn't accelerate, couldn't go through turn 9 with any speed, and then like I said, that carries all the way to 11. So no, my Cup car feels much more, I think, like competitively equal, I would say, to be able to battle him in more corners or hopefully hold him off better. But we keep, like I said, it's not just him, so there's going to be a lot of other guys that are really good tomorrow.
All right, I think we have a question in the back, please.
Kyle, that battle in stage 1, Samuel Stubbs, yardworker.com, getting ahead of myself. That battle with SVG in stage 1, you mentioned it. It was really cool to watch. You're starting on the pole tomorrow. He's starting 5th. I know it's not just him, but hypothetically, if you're in a late race scenario where it is you and him going for the lead, going for the win late, is there anything that you think you learned about the way he drives, the way he approaches corners, how hard he drives into corners that you can use in a scenario tomorrow to use to your advantage?
I don't know. I feel really good in braking zones. I felt like he wasn't beating me anywhere there. I really just feel like the areas he was beating me in were off of 5 a lot, and then, like I said, through 9 to 11. So I think that'll be different story tomorrow. Like I said, my car feels much better in those areas. But no, I think just racing and, like I said, kind of creating angles and shapes, reshaping your corners, getting leverage and position. You know, I was able to get some experience doing that today. So whether it's him or anybody else, hopefully, you know, battling, you know, I feel I'll be more confident to pull moves tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know. He's just really good, and he doesn't ever touch anybody to get by them, and that's rare to see. So it's fun racing with a guy like that, and kind of seeing it out your windshield too as he's picking his way to the front is pretty neat.
All right, go ahead.
Steven, SunFrontiers.com. Kyle, you mentioned how much you just wanted to race SVG, how fun those first half of the race was with you two up front. And wanting to race him and kind of, get that familiarity, did you make some moves kind of out front, going for the lead that you may not necessarily have made had it been anyone else out there?
I don't know. It's tough saying, but no, I don't know. I don't think so. I think I would have, he's so good and his car was so good that, I would make moves and pass him, and then he'd just pass me back. Where I think others, I could probably pass people, and maybe besides Ty. I thought Ty was really good as well. I thought we were pretty evenly matched. But anybody else, like if you were passing them, they probably weren't going to pass you back. So, but no, it was just fun, trying to be aggressive.
All right, we're going to go to Matt and then Dustin. Go ahead, Matt.
Matt Weaver, Sports 9 for both of you guys. I know on the Cup side, both of y'all's teams don't get suckered into bulletin board material or giving bulletin board material. But is there a part of you and your teams that sees all the headlines about SVG, and then SVG wins again today? Is there some part of you in the back of your minds that's like, we really want to shut up that narrative on Sunday?
I don't really look at the news, I feel like, a whole lot, so I don't really, to be honest, really see it. I think that there's some people we have access to study to on SMT and stuff like that helps for sure. But I don't really pay attention a whole lot to the news, so I don't really get to see it. But I mean, he's very, very fast, and and deserves a lot of credit.
No, I mean, for me, I don't view it that way at all. Like I look at it as a great opportunity. Like, we all recognize that he's the best on a road course as well. So no, I think I appreciate the opportunity to learn, like, and race with him. So, no, I mean, whether he's winning or not, I feel like, he's helping us all get better, which is pretty cool.
All right, Dustin.
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. Ty, since you were running, I think, third at the time, when SVG passed Jesse Love to take the lead, he was on the outside in 6, and Jesse kept him up high, but then SVG went in and made the move on inside of 7. Correct me if I'm wrong, that doesn't typically seem like much of a passing zone, and I can't recall too many people making moves there. What did you see from your perspective on that? Because that seemed like, I think, Kyle, kind of what you're talking about is a move in the shaping and the crafting of a corner that we haven't seen as much here.
Yeah, he just seemed like he set him up really well, getting into 6, and had him pointed a whole different direction. And then he could cross him back over quickly and jump inside and get his nose far out enough to where Love's going to have to lift, because at that point it doesn't make sense for him to run in the corner next to him. So it seems like he just did a really good job setting them up.
I was a little bit too far behind, but I could kind of see. I didn't see like the entry of 6, but I could kind of see them, just like Jesse was kind of crowding the right half of the road into 7. And SVG, he left a lane, it looked like, to the right, and he plugged the hole. So I actually think that turn 7's a good, passing corner, because it's a little bit of an odd braking zone. It's downhill and a little bit rough. So, if you can exit 6 okay, you can make passes there. But yeah, he's obviously going to be more confident doing that than most.
Noah Poser, Northwestern. Ty, Kyle, both of you guys had to fight your way back from the back of the pack. Ty for the pick on issue, Kyle with the strategy call. How difficult was it compared to your expectations going into the race? You obviously both made your way through the pack. How difficult was it getting there compared to what you were initially thought it would be like?
I feel like I used my stuff up a good bit, and it didn't really help me on the long run. And I just got so loose. I feel like I was hanging on a good bit, but we had the cautions, which helped a lot and got us to really cool my stuff back down and go back at it. But definitely, somewhat hard to pass, especially when you got guys in front of you throwing haymakers in the corner that checks you up, and you have to block the guys behind you coming. So it's a lot going on. But once we got stretched out, I felt really good. I felt like I could get by most of the guys in front of me.
Yeah, and then for me, I thought I was able to do a really good job the first 3 laps or so and passed quite a bit. I felt like I actually got through it quicker than SVG did. But then once it kind of singled out, I was just back to where I couldn't exit turn 5 very well. So then I'm losing a passing zone, an opportunity to pass into 6, and then I was my best kind of opportunity, it seemed like, to pass once it got strung out was getting a good run off of 1 and shortcutting turn 2. But it was fun. It was pretty cool getting through there. But I was getting ready to stall out kind of probably in 7th or so, just because I couldn't exit turn 5 like I needed to. It always is, no matter what race.
Yeah.
All right. In closing, I'm going to ask you guys a question from Bob. He wasn't able to make it back up here just yet. So is there anything that you would recommend to be done for the race tomorrow? And if so, what would that be? As far as the horse.
I don't think so. I feel like
The banners are kind of a mess
yeah.
because people drag the fence and
I
they're
would
just
say don't-
on the straightaway.
Yeah, don't re-stick banners maybe, but sponsors probably want the.
That's
want it
true.
On there.
And I think some of the banners they put up this morning hurt the spotter's view around the fountain corner. That's the only thing I have seen that's kind of.
I would just
messed
get
us up
like
a little bit.
I don't know. I think they're decals on the wall, but like they were peeling up a lot during practice, and like they're big pieces that could cover the grill. So that would be unfortunate if you had a decal come off of the wall and end up on the nose of your car. So, yeah, I would not put any more decals on the wall. But other than that, it's great. Other than that, I have no issue with walls or anything. I think the track's great. I think it's a lot of fun.
This is Custom Patch Hats. But what makes us custom? Well, that actually begins with you. We're just bringing your unique vision to life. No knockoffs, no lookalikes. Your design is one of a kind. We know hats, we know design, and we know quality. The proof? It's in our production. Hand-stitched with precision and care, with brands you know and trust. A one-of-a-kind patch deserves a one-of-a-kind treatment, all the way to your doorstep. It's how we keep it custom.
Steven Stump of FrontStretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.